Good evening. I call the Roselle Park Board of Education meeting of November 15, 2022 to order. This meeting is held in Roselle Park High School Auditorium, is an open session of the Roselle Park Board of Education held under the Open Public Meetings Act of the state of New Jersey. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Star Ledger, local sources, the Home News Tribune, the Borough Clerk, school offices, and the district website. Roll call, please.
President Harms,
Yes?
Vice President Castro,
Here.
Paul Bimonte,
Here.
Mark Fernandez, Z Infante, Dr. Kirtland,
Here.
Jennifer McCarr, Constance Quintella, Michael Ann Regan.
Here.
We have a please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let it be resolved that the Roselle Park Board of Education hereby convenes to executive session for the discussion of the following subjects: student matters. It is anticipated that the executive session will take approximately 60 minutes. The board may, excuse me, the board may take action during public session. The board shall return to public session following the executive session at approximately 7 p.m. The minutes of the executive session shall be released to the public when the reason for the executive session no longer exists. You'll have a motion going to executive.
Make the motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We are in executive session. Good evening, everyone. At this time, I'll ask a motion to return to public portion.
Make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are back in open. We were in a executive session under student matters. No action will be taken. Or yes, no,
No action was taken.
no action was taken. Wrong choice of words. At this time, I will open the public portion to anyone wishing to speak on the agenda items only. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Please come forward, state your name and address. I see all the children look at me like, whoa, what are you doing? It's great to see a whole, almost full audience here. So, seeing none, I will close the public portion. At this time, any committee reports? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I skipped it. We will go into the principal's report.
Good evening, Mr. Garrido, Mr. Sabaholo, President Harms, Vice President Carlstrom, Board of Education members, parents, and students. The beginning of the school year is off to a great start. It is wonderful to be back in person for school-wide and PTA events. We had an amazing turnout for back to school night, as well as parent-teacher conferences. There is definitely an exciting feeling among the Sherman community. It's hard to believe we are almost a week away from Thanksgiving. It is during this time of the year that we spend time reflecting about the things in our lives that we are thankful for, the things that we are grateful for. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful. Gratitude is the readiness to show appreciation for others and to return kindness. I would like to begin by sharing my gratitude to Mr. Garrido, Mr. Sabaholo, Mr. Parento, and the Roselle Park Board of Education for the stunning work that was done to our school this summer. The maintenance team once again has gone above and beyond to clean and prepare Sherman for our students and staff. The entire exterior of our building was painted. The blacktop was sealed. Our gym auditorium has a brand new floor, and all new curtains and draperies were cleaned. It was finished off with a fresh coat of paint and new lighting. Several classrooms had a makeover as well, with new flooring, lighting, and paint. In addition to the sealed blacktop, we added freshly painted Foursquares boxes, and we'll be adding a Gaga pit, as well as playground activities that will be painted onto our blacktop. Thank you for making our school as beautiful on the outside as it is on the inside. Which leads me to the next thing that I'm grateful for, my family, my Sherman School family. We spend a lot of time together doing family-like things. We learn together, laugh together, cry together, eat together, and celebrate. There are 3 special groups that make up this family. The first is the staff. Our staff is dedicated to creating a positive learning environment for our students. Our staff has created a caring and inclusive school climate focused on learning, high expectations, and the personal well-being of their students. When they're not planning engaging lessons, they are digging into data, looking for areas to support their students to help them meet success. They plan school-wide fundraisers, such as Harvest Fest and pajama drives, to teach their children the value of doing for others and giving back to the community. I am grateful for their never-ending time and effort to meet the needs of their students. You will often see teachers working with students during lunch to reinforce a challenging skill, or just enjoying lunch together and having time to talk. These are the things that they do that make me appreciate the amazing staff at our school. The second group is made up of our parents and the PTA. Our Sherman School students, families, and staff are supported by these parent volunteers in numerous ways. They put in countless hours to assist with decision-making for school events, volunteering opportunities, fundraising, all while supporting a positive school culture. I cannot thank them enough for their unending support throughout the year. This year, the PTA created a pumpkin patch so students could pick their very own pumpkin. They organize and participate school-wide events such as National Walk to School Day and the Walkathon. And they preserve and uphold Sherman traditions such as the Flag Salute Fridays, where we come together as a community to watch the Boys and Girl Scouts pledge allegiance. Our families work hard to make Sherman a special place for our children. The third special group of this family is the students. I am so proud of the students at Sherman School. They are hardworking, respectful, and most important, kind. It is truly a pleasure to work with these children. I am forever grateful for the opportunity to watch them grow as individuals, care for their classmates, learn from their mistakes, and achieve their goals. My students know I'm a huge Disney fan, and I absolutely love the movie Encanto. Encanto is a film that teaches us about the strength of family. And to my staff, my parents, and my students, we are a family because of you, and nothing could ever be broken that we can't fix together. Tonight, please join me in honoring the Sherman students that are receiving the Sherman School Kindness and Inclusivity Award. This award acknowledges students whose actions, example, and efforts contribute to a respectful and supportive environment at Sherman School. Okay. So students, when your name is called, please go up to the front and just be careful of the wires so nobody trips. And President Harms is going to hand out your certificate, but I would also like you just to stand up there, okay, while we do everybody, because I do have a few words about each one of you. Okay, so the first group of children that I would like to go up is Jacob Maranjo Nato, Yamila Salamanca, and Eleanor Wagstaff. Okay, these are our kindergarten students in Mrs. Ingenito's class. And Mrs. Ingenito recommended them for this award because they are very welcoming to our friends in the LLD class that push into their classroom and do a lot of activities with them. And they also try to make sure no one is lonely at recess, which is really important. So thank you all for being a good friend. Will Miles Muhammad please join in the front? Miles is a kindergarten student in Mrs. Wild's class, and he was recommended for this award because he is always kind to others and helpful, and he always makes an effort to include other children. Nice job, Miles. Will the next students please come forward? Isabella Yanes, Avery Molnar, Isaiah Calais Rivera. So Isabella is a wonderful friend to a new student. She helps her by translating and communicates what to do inside and outside of the classroom. Avery includes, helps, and is so kind to all peers. She is very helpful to some of our friends in our self-contained classes that push in for morning meeting and reading. And Isaiah also is very helpful with our friends that join us. And he always includes others, helps, and is kind to all of his peers. Great job. Kennedy Herrera. Kennedy, you are a friend to everyone. You are helpful to all of our friends on the playground, and especially our friends from our self-contained classes that join us at lunchtime. Thank you for helping. Gianna Madrano. Gianna is fantastic at helping friends when they need extra support in the classroom. She repeats directions and helps find missing materials when friends need help. Thank you, Gianna. Grace Camidlin. Grace, Mrs. Sanchez said, you are a student that goes above and beyond to be kind and helpful to your peers. Great job. Mikey Aguirre. Mikey, Mrs. Nigro said, you are always a good friend and you are always willing to try something new. Great job. Nathaniel Quijano. Nathaniel, you were spotted being kind and sincere to our friends from the self-contained classes at lunch and recess. You sit with them at lunch, you help them, you play with them at recess, and you're a model for everybody. Thank you. Will the following students please head up to the front? Javier Mirabel, Jaden Manuel, Austin Branco, Abigail Paskowich, and Jackie Winnick. These amazing fifth grade students are being recognized tonight because they have all consistently demonstrated acts of kindness and inclusivity in various ways. For example, going out of their way to comfort a student who is feeling sad, walking over to a student and asking them to join in, gathering materials for a student to help them out, helping a teacher, giving a compliment, or just an overall awareness of other students and their feelings. Thank you for being kind. Sophia Herrera. Sophia is a mother to all other students. She is so kind and helpful at recess, especially with our self-contained students that join us. She's nurturing, kind, and always willing to help others. Larissa Perez and Judah Manderville. These fifth grade students are always helping other students. They're willing to lend a hand, and they're always kind to others. Thank you. Mario Chavez and Taylor Actitlan. Mario and Taylor have been extremely helpful and patient with helping one of our new students learn our routines and procedures. Our new student speaks limited English, and you are always kind and willing to give a hand. Thank you. And can we get one more round of applause for our fabulous Kindness and Inclusivity Award winners tonight?
Let me just say, this is one group of young men and women that parents should be proud of, very proud of, for all they've done for other kids in the district, friends and all. Again, congratulations to every one of you. Have done a fantastic job. So with that said, I'm going to give a couple of minutes for parents. If you'd like to take your children home, do it now. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah,
Yes.
think about that. At this time, we'll get back into our meeting. At this time, we have any committee reports?
Yes, President Harms, I have two this evening. I was very happy to attend the CPAG meeting on Thursday, October 20th at our youth center. And our families celebrated Halloween by playing various sports in the gymnasium of the youth center and having some delightful Halloween treats. It was a very lovely evening presented by many parents and children. Also, on Wednesday, November 12th, I was lucky to attend the Roselle Park High School Student Council meeting. And they have several exciting activities planned for this year, beginning with the first pep rally since 2019. So next Wednesday, the Student Council is organizing some games of chance and playing against each other before the pep rally. It'll be the pep rally, but that night will be the bonfire. Nope. I got to back up on that. The bonfire is actually on Tuesday, the night before. And then Wednesday, the day of the pep rally during the school day, then they have the big game playing that night at the field in Roselle. So anyway, the student council meeting was held last week, and the students are eager to get back into the swing of things post-pandemic. Thank you, President Harms.
Hi, President Harms. I have two committee reports as well. First is the superintendent committee report. So first, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that submitted input via the survey for staff and community. The information that we received from each survey was pretty much aligned regarding qualities of the next superintendent. And it included things like focusing on infrastructure, class size, and curriculum, just to name a few. And so at the close of our inquiry date, we have 32 applications for superintendent. And so we're going to use the information from the surveys to determine who moves on to the next round. And then my second report is I attended workshop in October, and it proved to be extremely informative. It is a conference that is for all board members and staff and higher level administration within each district. And so there were sessions that included how to apply for grants, how to create a positive culture on your board, and also proper forms of communication. And so I would highly encourage each of our board members to attend next year. And then also workshop really expressed the importance of training. So if any other additional training opportunities come up, I will be sure to share those. Thank you, President Harms.
Thank you. Any other committee reports? Hearing none, we will move on to the superintendent's report. Mr. Garrido.
Thank you, President Harms. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, parents. I have a very brief report this evening. Parent-teacher conferences were held last week. My understanding is that they were all very successful conferences, very productive, very positive. And as I've always said, the partnership between the schools and the parents is the most important piece of your child's education as parents, and of course makes our job much easier, because that's when we know that students are the most successful. So please, let's continue this positive, productive conversation between parents, teachers, administrators, counselors, especially now post-pandemic. It's extremely important that we communicate with each other on academics as well as social emotional being of the child. They're going through a very difficult time. They lost almost 3 years of social skills and academics. We do understand that virtual learning was not the same as in person. We get that. We've done plenty of assessments that tells us that. But we're back. We're coming back. As Mrs. Legner mentioned, it's really feels good to have all these positive activities back. And one of the positive activities, which is not only a school activity, is community activity. Mrs. Karlstrom mentioned before, is the bonfire next Tuesday. It really brings the school, the community together. And then, of course, the annual Thanksgiving game, which is not on Thanksgiving Day this year, is the Wednesday night prior to Thanksgiving. Please, let's come and support our football players and support all of our sports as well. They've been very successful this fall. Our soccer teams, as well as our girls basketball and I'm sorry, not girls basketball, girls soccer and boys soccer as well, very successful. And we're looking forward to a very successful winter of sports. So with that said, I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Let's really reflect on what it's all about and the important things of Thanksgiving. So let's have a happy, healthy Thanksgiving break. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harms.
Thank you. Thank you. At this time, we will move on to the agenda. Under policies, agenda item 1, district policy adoption. Do I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Carlstrom,
Yes.
Paul Bimonte, Dr. Kirkland,
Yes.
Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Michael M. Regan,
Yes.
President Harms.
Yes. Thank you. Moving on to personnel, agenda items 2 through 16 with addenda items 1 through 3. Agenda item 2, district substitute. 3, enrichment program. 4, maternity leave of absent revision. 5, extra duty periods 2022, 2023. 6, skills-based language arts literacy support program. 7, additional standard-based instructional support program. 8, rescinding of staff appointment. 9, staff resignation. 10, paraprofessional additional hours. 11, additional detention proctor. Oh. 12, additional lunch proctor personnel. 13, additional high school and middle school fall winter coaches 2022, 2023. 14, additional middle school chaperones for 2022, 2023. 15, additional middle school extracurricular advisors 2022, 2023. And 16, preschool parent workshop. Do I have a motion? I'm sorry, and I have to go to the agendas. I'm sorry, I didn't turn the page. Under personnel, addenda item 1, additional high school and middle school fall winter coaches 2022, 2023. Number 2, staff appointment. And number 3, sick day bank. Now do I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Carlstrom,
Yes.
Paul Bimonte,
Yes.
Dr. Kirkland,
Yes.
Constance Quintella, Michael M. Regan, President Harms.
Yes. Under education, agenda items 17 through 23. 17, harassment, intimidation, bullying incidents. 18, preschool operational plan. 19, bedside instruction. 20, revision of tuition agreement. 21, conference attendance requests. 22, additional tuition agreement. 23, field trip request. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Carlstrom,
Yes.
Paul Bimonte,
Yes.
Dr. Kirkland, Constance Quintella,
Yes.
Michael M. Regan,
Yes.
President Harms.
Yes. Under business, agenda items 24 through 36 and addenda items 4 through 6. Whew. 24, monthly certifications. 25, approval of bills. 26, approval of minutes. 27, secretary treasurer's report. 28, use of buildings and grounds. 29, student transportation contract. 30, rescinding educational service contract. 31, budget transfers. 32, national purchasing yeah, I can't say it. Cooperatives, there you go. 2022, 2023. 33, intern affiliation agreement. 34, district contracts agreement. 35, school bus purchase. 36, approval of comprehensive maintenance plan and M-1 form for 2022, 2023. Addenda item 4, use of buildings and grounds. 5, revision of tuition agreement. And 6, additional approval of bills. Do I have a motion?
That motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any item?
Yes, I had a question for number 32, our national purchasing cooperatives. Exactly what's the difference between what we're doing now and joining with this cooperative?
If you join this cooperative, we don't have to go out for bid. Anything over the bid threshold, we can just go ahead and purchase because they do the bidding for the whole national things.
Okay, thank you.
So we save time with that.
Any other questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Vice President Carlstrom,
Yes.
Paul Bimonte, Dr. Kirtland,
Yes.
Constance Quintella, Michael M. Regan, President Harms.
Yes. Okay, let me find the end here. At this time, is there any continuing business?
Mr. Owner, if I may, just to follow up on my report, I was remiss of the girls tennis teams who made it to the final of the state one group championship. So congratulations to them as well.
Any other continuing business? Is there any new business? Okay, at this time, I will move into the public participation. Anyone wishing to speak in the audience on any item, please come forward, state your name and address, and you will have 3 minutes to speak.
Hi, everybody. Frank Gagliardo, 409 Sheridan Avenue. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to hear me out. Back again. I know you guys know why I'm here. It was fantastic to hear Ms. Lechner talking about the playground being redone. We should keep that ball rolling into the middle school and get that auditorium. I emailed you like you told me to. I didn't get a response back about if you received my email. So I would like to see if we can get that auditorium ball rolling and make it one of the final things that you can send out as a thing that keeps going and progress of the beautiful things that are happening in our schools, getting a new auditorium and a new field for the middle school. Hopefully we can keep this going. So I'd like to hear positive things, guys.
Mr. Gagliardo, I'd want to acknowledge your email. I have it right on my desk.
Okay,
I didn't forget.
thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Edward Gay, 710 Hamilton Place, Roselle Park. Good evening again. Actually, the high school had on the calendar 2 open house days, the 3rd and the 4th. And they only made the open house one day, the 3rd. I made the arrangement to go with my daughter, the 8th grade daughter, on the 4th, and we went, there is nothing. And when I contacted the high school later on, they said the calendar is wrong and it has some mistakes sometimes. And it was one day, the principal sent an email reminder. Yes, she said the 3rd, but she didn't say anything about the 4th. It's canceled or it's nothing. And the calendar says the 4th too has open house. And now they arranged a visit to the 8th graders on Thursday and Friday, which is going to be a mess because the high school in session is going to be short time. The parents has no chance to go. So I believe they have to make another open day later on a weekend or any suitable day, so we can have the student and the parents have a better chance to visit and have idea about everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? At this time, I will close the public portion. Just kind of before I ask for a motion to adjourn, just a couple of reminders. Our next meeting is December 6th at 7 p.m. in the high school here. Reminder again, 6:30 on next Tuesday is the bonfire. And on Wednesday night at 6 p.m., our high school traditional Thanksgiving game is in Roselle at 6 p.m. Under the lights. So again, just some reminders. And I want to wish everybody a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I am happy for what goes on in Roselle Park, our schools, our community, and I'm very thankful for where I live. At this time, if we have nothing else, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Jen?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I am. Everyone, good night. Thank you. Drive safe.